warm round of applause. Allison Dyg. And Allison, as soon as you get situated, I got a couple of questions. You guys don't mind if I ask her a couple of questions, do you?
I am the worst answerer of questions, but I'll try my best. I always only ever do my best.
All right. Well, I'm noting that so much of, well, your songs, your presentation is so visceral. Where does that come from? And there's an immediacy to it.
Just comes from a place of raw emotion. This is writing music and playing songs is how I deal with my emotions. I'm a very awkward person when you meet me, or I'm very stoic. There's really no in between. I always say that I have multiple personalities, or that, I don't know how to deal with them. And so I deal with them through music, and that is why it's so raw and just there. It's in your face.
Correct me if I'm wrong, audience, but do you find that was like an amazingly succinct and beautiful answer? So, can she?
I don't know if there's that.
Can you say that she's not a very good answer? No, I don't think so. But which personality, since you have multiple personalities, which persona decided that I'm going to use music as a vehicle?
I guess the one that was just craving connection.
Oh, once again, you know what? I think here she is, Allison Dyg.
I can't shake this feeling that I'm all alone, and I don't wanna feel, so I just get stoned. I do it to myself. It's an emptiness I know so well. If I feel alone, well, I did it to myself. If only I could let most down. No, I'd let most down. And I don't wanna let you in, show you all my sins, you know all of my demons. What do you think of me then? I'm safe in my close mind. I'm in control here, the power is mine. And I wear the crown, here I'm safe. And I won't let most down, down, down. What do you see when you look at me? Do you see the lies and insecurities in my mind? An impenetrable obscurity. I deflect, I avert my gaze from my face, may give me away. It's obvious that I'm broken, but I'll deny it till the end of my days. If only I could let my walls down. No, I'd let my walls down. Oh,
Thank you. Thank you so much, folks. Hey, my name is Allison Dyg, and I decided to start the show with my most vulnerable song that I think I've ever written, because I'm terrified to let you in, but man, am I happy to be here tonight with you guys, and I hope that you'll let me in and be a part of, this, so thank you. Now, this next one is a bit of a rocker. This song is my song. It's called Wake Me Up.
This year I let control. So many people come and go. Life of 10,000 stories. Nobody ever gets to know. They're always so quick to point out all I like. You're smiling, angels. Don't you see the devil's on your backs? And all I see, fakes and liars and cheats. All I see, tell me this is just a bad dream. Wake me up inside, heal my broken mind. A land that's built on lies. Oh, there's no place for my kind. Please don't please don't bite their hand that feeds. Make one wrong move, they'll knock you off of your feet. Our thoughts are dangerous, they make us hard to control. Lead us down like dogs, so we never ask, we never know. All I see, fakes and liars and cheats. I don't like my reality. Tell me this is just a bad dream. Wake me up inside, heal my broken mind. A land that's built on lies. Oh, there's no place for my kind. Wake me up inside, heal my broken mind. A land of corruption and lie. Oh, there's no place for my kind. Wake me up inside, heal my broken mind. Why do people lie? Oh, there's no place for my kind. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. I hope we woke you up.
Is everybody awake? Nobody's going to be sleeping. But I don't know about you guys, but I think we should have them back after intermission too, don't you? And I think instead of 2, I think we should have them do 3 songs, right? Cool, you guys. Thank you, guys. We'll see you in a bit. Wow. From sounds to song structures, right down to lyrics. I'd say she's got it all, right? Yes. Well, I think our next guest has it all too, in different ways. And I think most of you know him. I'm still gonna read so I don't muck things up a bit. But he knows most of you, I bet, and you know him. Paul Mitchell, yes, is a writer, a retired newspaper editor and publisher, and a father to 3 adults and 2 3-year-old beagles, forever children. And he lives in the woods with his husband Vaughn and describes writing as a painful process. It's really hard to actually do something. Mr. Paul Mitchell.
At this, I had to carry my own stool.
Oh. We all do.
Oh!
I didn't say that.
Wow. Nice, John. Thank you. How am I going to do this with this mental picture?
Paul, how do you... So, when you find writing hard to do, what do you do instead? Do you procrastinate writing?
I procrastinate everything.
So what do you, like, how do you, so do you actually procrastinate procrastination then too?
Maybe.
So what do you do instead
Ask
of
me
writing?
later.
What's that?
Ask me later.
All right. Oh.
Boom.
So what do you do instead of writing? Like when you know you want to write, but...
I cook, I cut the grass, I do everything to avoid it. And it gets done either late at night or early in the morning when it has to be done that day.
Right. And what's the difference? Do you find that you have a different hat being so long as a journalist and then as a creative writer? Do you find it different? Do you find it different muscles that exercised?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, journalism is a lot of research, truth, looking for truth, and creative writing is just sort of, I always call it word vomit, sorry.
And lies.
Well, and yeah, everything's glossy and shiny and pretty.
Right.
Yes, and journalism is not glossy and shiny and pretty.
Right. Well, without further ado, Mr. Paul Mitchell, welcome.
Thank you. All right, so I've been writing newspaper columns for 40 years, and no lie, I have never read one out loud until, it wasn't really a column, but I took a writing class in Bayfield about 2 months ago. And it was the first time I'd read something aloud, and I knew I was going to do this, so it was good practice, so we'll see. We'll see how it works. All right. My column is called The Need to Recline, or The Reclination of Paul. I made that word up. And you can do that when you're creative writing. After a recent visit to my neurosurgeon, I was finally broken to the point at which I was ready to cave, ready to deny my aesthetic sensibilities in order to find physical comfort. Vaughn and I were on one of our little shopping trips, and I was determined to purchase a recliner. I had made it all the way to age 58 without ever owning one. I read a lot of home design and decorating magazines, like House Beautiful and Veranda and Elle Decor, and you never see a recliner on their pages. Not even Better Homes and Gardens. I'm being a little dishonest because I have owned a reclining couch. Stylistically, it was everything I despised, but at the age of 33, I had just undergone heart bypass surgery, and I needed comfort. My then wife, Kathy, and I walked into Doll's Home Furnishings in Spooner a week after my surgery. How many of you have done that? Gone to Doll's? Miss it a lot. And owner Mort Dahl took one look at me and said, "Paul, what happened to you?" Apparently, I was pale and I was frail. The very next day, a puffy plush couch with a recliner on each end arrived to cradle me through my recovery. It lasted many years, holding the entire family for countless movie nights. My kids grew up on that couch. That poor couch made it through the divorce and a tango with the space heater. But it still wasn't mourned when it was carried out of the house. It was replaced by a low-backed, bright green, mid-century number that was cute as a button. And it was about as comfortable as one, too. Fast forward to the 2020s. I visited my aunt frequently in Rhinelander, and she had not one, but two puffy recliners in her living room. One for her, and as it turned out, one for me. On my visits, I spent many nights sleeping comfortably in that puffy recliner. In November of 2023, she passed away, and as her funeral ended, I stood up from my chair and bam, a jolt of pain shot through my lower back. I was hosting the funeral, and I was supposed to lead people into the reception room. Now, my dad had a really distinctive shuffle. It was more like really slow ice skating than walking. My brothers each have their own painful gaits, and I've told myself I would never have one of those walks that people could imitate. So I walked painfully erect into the next room. The pain was worse the next morning, and by that night, I could barely stand. The only place I could endure the pain was in Aunt Sherry's puffy recliner. I was in too much pain to travel home, so I lived in that recliner for a week, which was largely a blur. Vaughn set me up with everything I needed close at hand and headed home to work for a few days. I survived, but my only real movements were from the recliner to the bathroom and back. When he returned, he got to work cleaning out the apartment, bless his heart. He did everything that I couldn't do, and in a way, I think he was glad that his pack rat husband couldn't see everything he was taking to the thrift store. After 4 days of this, we, meaning Vaughn, were done. Vaughn filled the trailer with things that were to stay in the family while I sat in the recliner like a damaged monarch on his throne and gave orders. Vaughn suggested I take the recliner home with us. It crossed my mind, I'll admit, but I held fast to my no puffy recliner in my house rule. Nope, I'd be comfortable on the couch when we got home. Well, I was not comfortable on the couch. What was I thinking? Couldn't I have used that recliner at least to get through the worst of this back issue, which lasted until May? Why am I so stubborn? So fast forward to that day in the furniture store. In November, I'm having surgery on my neck, which will result in a pretty unpleasant recovery, according to my neurosurgeon. I had neck surgery 20 years ago, and at that time, I had my reclining couch. In that surgery, they put 3 screws in my vertebrae. In this surgery, they'll put 8 or 9, from C1 at the base of my skull all the way down to T1. I'll have more hardware than Frankenstein's monster. I decided it was time to give in. On that shopping trip, I told Vaughn, to hell with it, we're getting a recliner. Vaughn was all in. Vaughn, you see, is all about comfort. And if he had his way, all of our furniture would recline. And have cup holders, and phone charging ports, and speakers in the headrest, and perhaps a built-in cooler. Do they make chairs with napkin holders in the arms? That would be his dream come true. I did my research and decided on a FlexSteel Z-cliner, the Z for sleep, and I knew I'd be doing plenty of sleeping in that chair. Oh, I lost it. We visited the furniture store. I tried it out, and I was glad to see that the chair wasn't too puffy. 2 weeks later, the chair was delivered in pieces. Vaughn had to get to work, so I had to help me. He helped me carry the pieces into the house before he left, and I assembled the chair myself. Everything was wrapped in foam and plastic, and as I lifted one of the side pieces, it slipped out of its plastic sleeve and dropped onto the top of my foot. It hurt, but not too much. Still, I knew I might be in trouble. I'm on blood thinners, so I bruise easily, and I constantly have little hematomas on my feet from dropping things on them. This piece of the recliner was pretty big. With Vaughn off to work, I decided to christen my Z-cliner with a long, leisurely nap. It was bliss. When I woke up, I didn't notice anything until about an hour later when I slipped on my Crocs, which, okay, I wear Crocs, to go outside to start the grill. The top of my foot hurt and I had trouble getting it into the crock. I looked down and there on top of my foot was a blue, bubble-looking thing, the dreaded hematoma. The more I was on my feet, the larger it got, until my foot was so purple and puffy and round I couldn't stand on it any longer. So what would I do? You know the answer. I would recline. I got my dinner together, got in the recliner, and got comfortable with my foot elevated on a foam wedge to try to take the swelling down. I watched a documentary on the Broadway channel and stayed in that chair until it was time for bed. I didn't sleep in it, but when I got up the next morning, I headed straight back to the recliner. I won't go into the gory details, but over the next 3 weeks, my foot swelled until it looked like something out of CSI Hayward. The only thing missing was the toe tag. I spent a lot of time in the recliner over those 3 weeks. So was this the universe's way of showing me that I'd done the right thing by buying my recliner? It's a nice-looking chair as recliners go, but I'm not going to pretend I'm happy with how it looks next to my teal mid-century sofa. But I'll admit it was time. And isn't it just a little bit ironic that while assembling the chair I had purchased for purposes of recovery, I injured myself with a piece of said chair and had to put it into action immediately. Poet Jenny Joseph wrote that, "When I'm an old woman, I shall wear purple." Well, when I'm an old man, my appendages will be purple. And I shall sit in that beige recliner. House Beautiful and Veranda Magazine be damned. Thank you.
Paul Mitchell, how was that? We're definitely having him back too, aren't we, after the intermission? Well, and you know, we're going to do after this next act, we're going to do an intermission where you all have an assignment, and that's to meet at least 2 people you did not know when you walked in here tonight. And you're already completing one assignment, and that's supporting the Park Center. So thank you very much. And next up, we have, let me see here. I know her name already. I'm just letting the tension build. You know her since you're all from Stone Lake. Marlee Paine. Yes. She's a 12-year-old self-taught singer-songwriter from Stone Lake who first sang on a stage at the Big Top Chautauqua when she attended the kids' bluegrass camp at just 10 years of age. And as a lot of you know, she's been on an incredible journey since. She's won the Big Top Junior Idol and joining in opening for Ricky Skaggs. Yeah, being selected as a young star to open at Nashville North, USA. Yeah, right? And she even had her first residency at the Social Kitchen and Cocktails this past summer. And she continues to deepen her guitar skills, learning the mandolin, and is always writing new songs, as you're going to hear a couple tonight. And music is a part of Marlee, and she's excited to see where the road leads her. And I don't know about you, but I am too, aren't you? All right, Marlee Paine. And Marlee is no stranger here too. I think we kicked off the artist showcase, I believe. Didn't you? Yeah, you kicked off the artist showcase with us, didn't you? Yeah. And was it a particular song that made you decide that you wanted to write songs, or was it just something that came out?
Not really, just something that I kind of always wanted to do and kind of figured out that I was a little good at it, so.
Right on. A little good. That's a lot good. Don't you guys think? It's a lot good. And so now, how many songs have you gotten written?
4.
God, it's great. And now your residency at the Social is going to be continuing, is it not?
Yeah, through December, once a month.
Through December, once a month? All right. Do you have a day yet so people can tune in, start putting in?
It's the second Thursday. Thanks, Mom.
All right. Second. See, she's already got a manager. Yep. She's got a band. She's got songs. She needs no more introduction, does she? Marlee Paine. And I think she's even going to have a song. She's going to do a couple of new ones tonight, but I think this one you'll probably recognize.
Well, I was born a coal miner's daughter in a cabin on a hill in Butcher Holler. We were poor, but we had love. That's the one thing that Daddy made sure of. He shoveled coal to make a poor man's dollar. My daddy worked all night at the Van Leer coal mines, all day long in a field of hoeing corn. Mommy rocked the babies at night and read the Bible by the coil light. Everything would start all over come the break of morning. Daddy loved and raised 8 kids on a miner's pay. Mommy scrubbed our clothes on a washboard every day. While I've seen her fingers bleed, to complain there was no need. She'd smile in Mommy's understanding way. In the summertime we didn't have shoes to wear, but in the wintertime we'd all get a brand new pair. From the mail ordering catalog, money made from selling a hog, Daddy always managed to get the money somewhere. Yeah, I'm proud to be a coal miner's daughter. I remember well the well where I drew water, and the work we done was hard. At night we'd sleep 'cause we were tired, and I never thought of leaving Butcher Holler. Well, a lot of things have changed since way back then, and it's so good to be back home again. Not much left on the floor, nothing lives here anymore, except the memories of a coal miner's daughter. Except the memories of a coal miner's daughter. Thank you.
This next song is an original that I wrote not too long ago, but back in April, actually on my birthday, I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and it took a pretty big toll, but I'm getting by, and I wrote this song kind of about how it might have changed things, but it hasn't changed me, so this is different. Just 'cause I'm different doesn't mean that I'm worthless. All these needles and pins, it don't hurt me. And even though I gotta do things others don't, it doesn't mean that I'm broken or torn. Oh, I won't give up, no, I won't give in, no. I won't give up, no, I won't give in, no. And baby, I have a few battle scars, but I can light up my own path in the dark. Oh, I won't give up, no, I won't give in, no. I won't give up, no, I won't give in, no. My life ain't ruined, just change will get better. And I will get through it no matter the weather. There might be bumps and cracks in my path. Ain't no obstacle that I cannot pass. Oh, I won't give up, no, I won't give in, no. I won't give up, no, I won't give in, no. 'Cause all of the things that people may say, I won't ever let them get in my way. Oh, I won't give up, no, I won't give in, no. I won't give up, no, I won't give in, no. No, I won't give up, no, I won't give in, no. I won't give up, no, I won't give in, no. Just 'cause I'm different. Thank you.
That was beautiful. Beautiful. We're having her back, too, right? All right. Without further ado, here is your intermission. Remember, you all have an assignment. Meet at least 2 people you did not know when you got here. All right? And thanks for supporting the park. chopped off head and a necktie noose. He's telling me all hell's breaking loose. Not a hair out of place on his plastic-coated head. Reporting people I don't even know want me dead. The president of the world has 1 billion arms. He clamors for more, claims he can't do enough harm. So this year for Halloween, I'll only lock my door. Whole big city's now a haunted house. Her fate's been seen fleeing down a dead-end street bus. Black waters called in, no flood waters recede. There's hope that the saints will come marching in and bring the city back to life again. But they're sequestered in a silver hall and told to play ball. But don't the man on the street these days seem strange? As though he says he wants money, all he ever really needs is change. His numbers, they grow steady with every moneyed heave. Every day to him must seem just like All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve. Now science takes a podium, has to have it say. Says the planet would be dead now any day. All the preachers leered and I told you so way. Now the kingdom starts dying, feeling it's been had. A fashion is a poser as a biker clad. Apocalypse, a tattooed fad. Now there's hope in a dead man returning with a strut. Millions every day eat his body, drink his blood, while all the high priest desires young boys stood. So this year's costume for Halloween, we're already wearing it, just needs dry clean. So this year for Halloween, I'll only lock my door. But don't the man on the street these days seem strange? Though he says he wants money, all he ever really needs is change. His numbers, they grow steady with every moneyed heave. Every day to him must seem just like All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve. All Hallows Eve. Once again, Randy Wydra and Michael Pilhofer. And I did forget to mention this, that song was written the 20th anniversary, well, it's the 20th anniversary of Hurricane Katrina. And 20 years ago, yesterday, I was continuing to watch the fallout from that hurricane, and that's when this song came. So that's All Hallows Eve. But I think we should move on to the rest of the show because I can't wait to hear what Allison Dyg is going to do. So let's welcome Allison Dyg back out to the stage. Woo! And I don't know about you, but I would like to know where else she's playing in the area, if she's got upcoming shows. Wouldn't you guys like to know too? All right, good. And any releases and things like that.
Hi. So I release music pretty regularly. I just had a brand new single come out last week. It's called Who Are They to Say? And I'll have a brand new song coming out September 30th that I'm going to play tonight. And then I'm working on a debut rock album that's going to release next year. So I've been working on that for 1.5, 2 years. So put a lot of work into it. As for where I'm playing, I play all over Western Wisconsin and Eastern Minnesota. Generally, I play as a solo artist, but when I'm lucky enough to have people to play in the band with me, Emily Watkins on lead guitar, Jake Hall on the drums, and then Derek Westholm filling in for bass. And these guys are all multi-instrumentalists. I'm really lucky to know them and have them in my circle now. So yeah, I play kind of all over, and my website has my dates on there. So next show I think is going to be in Afton, Minnesota, then Lakeland, and yeah, I go up and down and happy to be here. I don't like transposing chords. So I'm playing with the capo while these guys are, doing the hard work. This is my song. It's called Wrong Time Perfect, and it's about meeting the perfect person at the wrong time.
Kisses the moon, so sweet it makes the stars fall. It's that feeling when I look at you, an endless pool, cerulean blue. It's out of our control. I'll never have you to hold. So walk me through. Kissing him, I don't see a way through. The world's falling around me. You won't leave now that you found me. So walk me through it one more time. You have yours and I have mine. There's no reason, it's just a broken ride. Oh, two perfect pieces meet at the wrong time. And I don't foresee a way out. I'm in a wasteland, and it's an endless drought. To have and to hold, and I can't love you more. I'm burning inside. I gotta let one of you go. So walk me through it one more time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You have yours and I have mine. And there's no reason, it's just a broken ride. Oh, perfect pieces at the wrong time.
This is my song. This is the second single that I ever released. This is called Feed My Fire, and I wrote it about going out and playing shows, and some people doubt you, some people believe in you, but no matter what, it's just feeding my fire.
Tell me I won't make it, you only fuel my fire. Say that I can't take it, you'll only push me higher. Tell me all your doubts, I won't take them, turn them inside out. Tell me anything that you want in the end, I'll prove I love you wrong. Past is the past, I'm not looking back. I'm gonna make it, ride or die, baby, I can't take it. You'll never break it. This heart of mine, seen too many trials and tribulations, my isolation. Fire in me. Tell me your doubts, I beg you please, oh, you feed the fire in me. Tell me your doubts, please feed the fire in me.
All right, thank you so much. Hey, that's called Feed My Fire. Folks, my name's Allison Dyg, and I'm gonna play you this song that's coming out September 30th. This is my song. It's called Only a Moment. So it's really stripped down, and so it's just going to be me and Emily. So here it is. I'm gonna show you one of my other talents too. My mom would be proud. My grandpa taught me how to whistle when I was 5 years old. This song's about regret.
Everything tastes sweeter when it's salted with regret. Oh, we swallowed the silence, all the things we never said. Yeah, we buried a secret, we keep it till our death. We held the world in our hands for only a moment, only a moment. Meet me in the woods where you first said you loved me. I laid on my back and you on my tummy. The sky above you and the earth below me. All the moon, the stars bore witness to our love. Everything tastes sweeter when it's salted with regret. We swallowed the silence, all the things we never said. We buried a secret, we'd keep it till our death. Held the world in our hands for only a moment, only a moment. Like magnets we circled, drawn and denied. Opposites attract, but equals walk the line. We never lose control. You can't give in, I won't let go. So we lay in the moment, the truth never to be known. Everything tastes sweeter when it's salted with regret. We swallowed the silence, all the things we never said. Yeah, we buried a secret, we'd keep it till our death. Held the world in our hands for only a moment, only a moment. We had love for only a moment, beautiful and brief, lost in emotion. Passion and deceit, something we could never keep. Our conscience stripped us bare and ruined everything. Everything tastes sweeter when it's salted with regret. We swallowed the silence, all the things we never said. We buried a secret, we'd keep it till our death. Held the world in our hands for only a moment, only a moment. The memories of my torment.
My name's Allison Dyg, guys. Thank you so much.
I have no words. Right? And get this, and I think I mentioned this, that Allison she just finished playing the State Fair. And when she decided to do the park, she was originally going to do it because, as she mentioned, she does a lot of touring by herself as a solo act, but she decided she wanted to do this with a band. She found these guys, and I mean, isn't that the power of music as a language? These cats get together, and that shows just how fearless Allison Dyg is too, right? I mean, another round of applause for Allison Dyg. And let's get Paul Mitchell back out here. Woo! with his stool.
Thank you. I hope I don't regret following her because, oh my God, was that incredible. So, all right, this piece I've titled Redeemed on Easter Sunday. This past Easter, I wondered if I'd reached a new stage in life. The stage when on holidays you arrive at some relative's house empty-handed, eat their food, accept a gift or two, and go home to your clean house while they do dishes and mop up after you. And why did I think I'd reach that stage? Because I suddenly wondered if I'm no longer capable of bringing anything worthy to the table. Easter was a holiday of epic fails. Thank God I wasn't responsible for the entree. When we decided to stage the feast at the home of my ex-wife, Kathy, I volunteered to make my customary Jell-O salad and one of my infamous Easter lamb cakes and a tray of deviled eggs. Generally, my lamb cakes look okay, and they have about a 50-50 chance of being edible. The lamb cake I'm most remembered for is the one that tasted like fish, as my family remembers it. And honestly, it did. Every bite was like licking a trout that had been left on the dock overnight. I never figured out what happened with that one. So on Saturday morning, I set about making the Jell-O. I've been making this recipe since my mother died when I was 18, and I picked up the jiggly gauntlet. It's simple. 5 ingredients: a box of Jell-O, water, a slab of cream cheese, whipping cream, and some frozen fruit. I mixed the Jell-O with the boiling water and put it in the refrigerator to cool. I whipped up the cream cheese. I whipped up the whipping cream. And then the ADD or the dementia or whatever it is kicked in, and I started doing laundry or God knows what. When I finally remembered I was making Jell-O, it was already starting to set. So I took it out and added the frozen raspberries. Boom. Instantly, the frozen berries caused the Jell-O to set completely. It's supposed to be semi-liquid when you blend it in with the cream cheese. So instead of mixing in with the cream cheese, the Jell-O just broke into little shimmering shards. I added the whipping cream, put the mess in the refrigerator, and prayed that it would set. It didn't. Instead of a nice gelled salad, I had created a bowl of pink whipping cream with fruit and little glossy shards of Jell-O stirred in. Wasn't liquid, it wasn't solid, it was just somewhere in between. But the Jell-O was just the warm-up. Time for the headliner, the lamb cake. I had baked the cake on Friday, and at least it didn't smell like fish, so I just had to frost it Saturday. I flavor my frosting with a healthy dose of vanilla and just a whisper of almond extract. When I went to add the vanilla, I knew the bottle was almost empty, so I didn't measure. I just turned it over to dump it all in. Out came a big, clear splash of liquid. But wait a minute. My vanilla wasn't clear. It was the brown kind. I looked at the bottle in my hand. Almond extract. So instead of a whisper of almond, I had added a blood-curdling scream. There goes the lamb cake, I thought, but I wasn't starting over. So I added the vanilla and kept on going. I decorated the cake, moving quickly to get it over with. My frosting had ended up too soft, so there was no definition of my flowers, and it all looked a little messy. When I started making the face, I used candy eyes I'd gotten on clearance at Walmart after Christmas. The eyes looked so wide and ridiculous on the lamb, it looked as if it had just had its temperature taken by the veterinarian. Oh well, I added little eyelashes and a nose and mouth and called it a day. On Easter morning, it was on to the deviled eggs. I had cooked up 18 hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot the day before, which would give me 36 halves. Peeling them was next to impossible, and I realized I had undercooked them. Instead of being hard-boiled, they had jammy yolks and slippery whites. When I got done peeling 18 eggs, I had about 14 halves that were usable. I mashed the jammy yolks and added the fixings, and the filling tasted okay, although the texture was pretty weird. I scooped it into the egg white halves, topped it with paprika, and decided they were edible if unorthodox. When I finished, I got the plastic wrap out of the drawer and wrapped the platter the long way. Then I went to wrap it the short way, and the platter flipped over. In my efforts to stop my antique platter from crashing to the floor, I ended up smashing all the eggs into the saran wrap with the palm of my hand. I looked at the mess, opened the trash can lid, and slid it all in. Sorry, kids, no deviled eggs this Easter. Jesus may have risen, but the eggs did not. That afternoon, we arrived at the dinner carrying a bowl of pink raspberry glop and an intensely almondy, very surprised-looking lamb. And that's when I started to think I'd reached the point where I need to stop trying and show up with a 2-liter bottle of Diet Pepsi and a bag of chips. Time to retire from cooking. But instead of lampooning my lamb, my family thought it was cute. My daughter Maddie took a photo and said, "Let's ask ChatGPT to rate your cake." What? Aren't I living with enough shame already? Do we really need artificial intelligence to tell me I'm a failure? Yup, Maddie said. She worked magic on her phone and said, "Hey, your lamb did really well." Now, before I tell you what AI had to say, I'll let you see my lamb cake. Michael, if you could. There it is. So, here's what artificial intelligence thought of my cake. This lamb cake is an absolute showstopper in the best kind of way. Equal parts nostalgic, charming, and just the right touch of chaotic whimsy. Chaotic whimsy? Oh my God, AI had totally nailed me. I am nothing if I'm not chaotic whimsy. It went on. Presentation, 8.5 out of 10. The detail on the fur is impressive. Tons of pipe texture that gives it major grandma core Easter vibes. The bright primary colors give it a strong Midwestern church basement energy. The expression on the lamb's face is unhinged in a delightful way. Like it's seen some things at the resurrection brunch. For creativity, the lamb got 10 out of 10, including the comment, "It screams, I was made with love, sugar, and a little bit of chaos." Again, totally on point. Then for unintentional humor, it gave the lamb 12 out of 10. The wide-eyed stare and lipstick red nose made it feel like the lamb might secretly be a drag queen named Mary Had-a-Lot. Then Maddie took it a step further and asked AI to make a meme or two of my lamb cake. Michael, if you could show the first meme. The Lamb of God, but make it camp and slightly obsessed. It's pretty funny, but notice that AI cleaned up my cake. That isn't my lamb cake. It's my lamb cake if someone who gave a shit had made it. And the second meme? When you rise from the dead, but you're still processing what happened. That's how I feel every morning when I get out of bed. The final score for my lamb cake was 10 out of 10 for spirit, charm, and giving the guests something to talk about for years. You see, my lamb was not panned by artificial intelligence, it was heralded. Spirit and charm, made with love, sugar, and chaos. Thank you, artificial intelligence, for spotting something special when you see it. See, Dad, Maddie said your lamb cake is great. And the taste? I love the almond, Vaughn said when he took his first bite. And he was right. The almond was delicious, if a bit heavy-handed. So perhaps I won't give up completely on bringing something to the party. Maybe I'll just focus on one dish. One dish of chaotic whimsy. Yes, thanks to artificial intelligence, I was redeemed. And on Easter even. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Once again, I'm speechless. And that takes a lot. Paul Mitchell, hopefully, we'll be seeing more of his writings. Right? I mean... Well, I'm sure you don't need an introduction because we all wanted to see each one of these acts back. But let's welcome Marlee Paine to the stage once again. With her band. Wow. And I remember Paul. Paul was the editor when I would write copy for the record every once in a while. And I remember one time, I used to put the word community at least 2 or 3 times into every piece. And one time he came to me and he was like, John, this is about a car wash. Not everything is about community. But this is tonight, right? Thank you all for being here, supporting the arts, and helping to grow the roots of the village just a little bit deeper. So thank you.
We were on a trip to Tennessee last summer, and I was playing this song by a campfire, and there was these people, and they were like, you know this song? And they thought it was so cool. And it's a song about Tennessee, and we were in Tennessee, so it's pretty neat. But I love this song, and I hope you like it too. This is Tennessee Orange. Mom, I'm calling, I've got some news. Don't you tell Daddy, he'll blow a fuse. Don't worry, I'm doing okay. I know you raised me to know right from wrong. It ain't what you think, I'm still writing songs. Just never thought I'd see the day. Well, I've never felt this way, 'cause I met somebody and he's got blue eyes. He opens the door and he don't make me cry. He ain't where I'm from, but he feels like home, and he's got me doing things I've never done. In Georgia they call it a sin. Well, I'm wearing Tennessee orange for him. Took me to Knoxville last Saturday, and I wore the hat on his dash to the game.
sure was in Athens, but I fell for him under those island lights. 'Cause I met somebody and he's got blue eyes. He opens the door and he don't make me cry. He ain't where I'm from, but he feels like home. And he's got me doing things I've never done. In Georgia they call it a sin. Well, I'm wearing Tennessee orange for him. Mama, forgive me, I like him a lot. Hell, I'm learning the words to Old Rocky Top. And he's got a smile that makes me forget I've always looked better in red. 'Cause I met somebody and he's got blue eyes. He opens the door and he don't make me cry. He ain't where I'm from, but he feels like home. And he's got me doing things I've never done. 'Cause I met somebody and he's got blue eyes. He opens the door and he don't make me cry. He ain't where I'm from, but he feels like home. And he's got me doing things I've never done. In Georgia they call it a sin. And I still want the dogs to win, but I'm wearing Tennessee orange for him. I'm wearing Tennessee orange for him.
Thank you. This next song is a tune by the Celtic Women. This is Fields of Gold.
You'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun and his jealous sky as we walked in fields of gold. So she took her love for a gaze a while upon the fields of barley. In his arms she fell as her hair came down among the fields of gold. Will you stay with me? Will you be my love upon the fields of barley? We'll forget the sun and his jealous sky as we walked in fields of gold. See the west wind move like a lover's soul upon the fields of barley. Feel her body rise as you kiss her lips among the fields of gold. Oh, I never made promises lightly. Well, now there have been ones that I've broken, but I swear in the days still left we will walk in fields of gold. We will walk in fields of gold. Many years have passed since those summer days upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun and his jealous sky as we walked in fields of gold. You'll remember me when the west wind moves upon the fields of barley. You'll forget the sun and his jealous
the sky as we walked in fields of gold. As we walked in fields of gold. As we walked in fields of gold. Thank you. This next song is another original that I wrote, and I love this tune, but of course I'm gonna love it, it's mine. But it's kind of about just, you don't need to rush everything in order to get where you're meant to be. This is Tortoise in the Hare. Going to work, home by 5, wake up again, that's my life, 'cause my whole world's an overdrive, life's a race, do you wanna be the tortoise or the hare? Take a breath, breathe in that air, drive that road to nowhere, 'cause my whole world's without a care, life's a race, do you wanna be the tortoise or the hare? Big old house, a fancy car, impress the neighbors from afar, always reaching for the stars, life's a race, do you wanna be the tortoise or the hare? Pull up a chair by the fire, play a song on that 6-wire, nothing more that I desire, life's a race, do you wanna be the tortoise or the hare? Just because you're at a different pace doesn't mean you won't win the race. Just because you're at a different pace doesn't mean you won't win the race. Just because you're at a different pace doesn't mean you won't win the race. Hurry up, don't be late. Take your time, it can't wait. Make a choice and set your pace. Life's a race. Do you wanna be the tortoise or the hare? Life's a race. Do you wanna be the tortoise or the hare? Life's a race. Do you wanna be the tortoise or the hare? Thank you so much.
Give up a little more for Stone Lake's own Marlee Paine. And I think tonight, Hayward is a suburb of Stone Lake. Would you all agree? Well, thank you so much for supporting the roots of community, growing the roots of community just a little bit deeper by just attending tonight, supporting the Park Center, and can't say enough. Thank you again. Give yourselves a round of applause.